So we communicate with each other, we take the work, and we then we have our own clinics, we're assigned to our own clinics, so we've got continuity of care, which is what we love. This is the biggest thing about being at Chorley on Community, because you get to know your women during the antenatal period. You might go on call for a woman as well, because we do on calls as well overnight. So you might see your woman for the birth who'll come into Chorley, which is, it's a lovely, lovely feeling. It's continuity of care, it's lovely for the woman. Some women will actually ask, you know, are you my midwife? Are you going to be there for the birth? And if you know, as much as you can go on call for women, which is fine. And obviously you will then see them postnatally in the community in their own home. We also have midwifery clinics where women can drop in, because of course nowadays with women working as well in the antenatal period, it's not always convenient to just go to a slot with the GP. The GP's midwife, so you can do drop-in centres as well, antenatally and postnatally, which is fine for the women love that. But it's great for us because we've got that continuity, which is lovely.
There's a lot of job satisfaction in working in the birth centre and in community, in respect of getting to know women and their families and see them through a pregnancy and then subsequent pregnancies as well. It also encourages us to work really independently, which is really good for your confidence as a midwife and for providing a really high standard of care. It's fantastic if you get to see a woman through that you do deliver. You get the opportunity to deliver her either in the birth centre or at home.
You are more or less your own boss, which most of us love. You know, that is part of the job. That's why, you know, you were trained as a midwife, you were qualified as a midwife, and that's what you're doing. You are doing pure midwifery when you're on community, which is what we love.
Team working is really important, and we all do rely upon each other, and we all work very well here together. We
have our own in-house training, which is, you know, what they do up at Preston. So, you know, we've always had that extra training, if you will, because we have to do, because we're standalone. So yeah, I think our opportunities here to be able to work independently are fantastic.
The fact that we have an opportunity to give one-to-one care to women, and the fact that we get to know our families, it's all how midwifery really should be. Rather than focusing on just one aspect, it's a very holistic way of providing midwifery care to women and their families, and I hope to see it continue for a long time.
The unit itself it's moved forward so much since I came here 8 years ago, and we have had some real lows over the years because various different reasons, because of a lot of staff leaving, retiring. Not being promoted as a unit has had a big impact. Since we've had Tracy, who's come along, she has just turned things around fantastically, and of course she started off with the funding, which was amazing, from the Department of Health, fantastic. And it's brought everybody's morale up, because things were sort of sliding a bit because the births weren't there, we weren't getting the births through. That has changed immensely. And it's that continual support and advertising for Chorley that is doing it as well, you know, which is brilliant. But I would recommend anybody come and work here, try it out, definitely. It's fabulous, yeah.
There's been lots of changes over the last 12 months with the introduction of the birth centre, and as a community midwife, which I've been for 6 years now, it really comes into play when you get to meet your ladies on that very first visit. They come to you for booking. Great if you work from one of the clinics that they're going to attend for their antenatal care, because they sort of can start to get to know you throughout the process. Continuity is key, so obviously we see them at various stages throughout, and hopefully with a view to, you know, if we're rostered into the birth centre on the day they come in, we may well get to deliver them. I have seen continuity work over the last 12 months, and I have managed to deliver a few of my own ladies which has been lovely. They've sort of phoned up, and the fact that I've answered the phone has just relaxed them even more. When they've arrived, obviously, you know, they are quite grateful to the fact that they know you already. They've not got to start at the beginning with any stories or anything. They're quite confident, and that gives them the confidence to go through it, really. Postnatally, we go and visit them once they go home, so hopefully we can keep that continuity going all the way through, and it's a real benefit.
Just over a year ago, I started to work on the birth centre, which has been an amazing experience. You see these women time and time again in the community. They come to the birth centre, you birth them on the birth centre, and then you again see them postnatally. So it's the continuity of care which I love the most, and the fact that you can be with the woman, be their advocate.
We have a lovely service offered to all the ladies of Preston and Chorley. Very proud of it. They can choose sort of home birth, consultant unit birth, birth centre both at Preston and Chorley. They're very, very lucky to have that on their doorstep. Pool births are very popular. More people have them than not these days, and you do see sort of quite a relaxation going on in that pool. Almost, you know, I wouldn't call it a spa break, but some people have referred to it like that. The rooms are very well accepted. You know, the fact that you can have everything all in one. You know, obviously they've got the pool in every room, the couch for them to relax on. We've got pull-down beds should we need, you know, for them to settle down into a bed with the ensuite bathroom. Great, you know, sort of people love it. Really nice facilities. Very, very lucky. I think it's just a whole more relaxed environment. You know, you're not walking into a room with a big delivery bed in, and it is very welcoming. Very welcoming, and I think for some, certainly those that have a fear of hospital birth, you know, to come into a hospital is a big thing for some, and this is more like a home-from-home environment, much more relaxed facilities. I think the dad's quite pleased as well. I mean, obviously for the first time at Preston we've allowed fathers to stay overnight so that they can also bond with the baby and help the mum wherever. And I think that's really beneficial as that family unit settling down. Yes, very, very beneficial. Team are lovely. We are sort of, you know, for want of a better phrase, we are one big happy family. We support each other, and I think that is really important, you know. So we're always sort of bouncing ideas off each other and, you know, asking for opinions. Yeah, so it is nice to have that team. Yeah.
I absolutely love my job, especially working here on the birth centre. You get great continuity with the women, you're following women throughout, and potentially you're here for the birth as well and afterwards. We work really well as a team. I feel like I come to work with my family, and the women absolutely love it in that way. A typical week here can be a mixture of everything. So one day you could be out in the community doing antenatal and postnatal clinics, home visits, seeing mums with the new babies. Other days you can be working here, bringing new babies into the world. So you get a nice mixture, beginning, middle and end to the story in a week, so it's nice. The team are amazing to work with. It is like working with your family. You're very supported, you can ring anybody. They probably, you know, get sick of the phone ringing, but we all help each other out, so you never feel like you're on your own. Managers, equally as lovely. They're just part of the team. You don't see them as any different. You know you can go to them, they're so easy to talk to. It's a lovely place to work. As soon as you show somebody around into these rooms, the first words out of their mouth are usually wow, because they're just so shocked at how different it is and how nice it is. They immediately feel much more relaxed and at ease in a room like this.
So yesterday when I started my pain, so I called here and I talked to midwife 2-3 times, and she heard me very nicely, and she spoke to me very nicely. She guided me and explained me everything. So she advised me to come here. So in some 1 or 2 hours I came here. So they feel me more comfortable, and they support me, they encourage me. So my whole experience was nice here. Rooms were very nice. Yeah.
So
there is
beautiful,
bathtub and cleaning. Everything is very clean. I like that. my most favorite, my husband is throughout with me, you know, at night as well.
I can't
So
believe
after
this area is very nice, honestly. I can't believe this. My wife is talking all the time. I don't believe it. It is good inside. Honestly.
Midwives, so sportive, so nice. So I think ladies have to come here at least just for see. Atmosphere is so nice and comfortable.
Very nice. When you first book ladies, I think it's important that they know that they get to know your face and that they see you throughout their pregnancy. It's not always possible for you to be there at every appointment, but we do try our best, and I have worked with ladies that I've seen a few of their antenatal appointments. I've seen them here a few times, and then they've come in to have the baby and I've been here looking after them, and it's particularly, I found it to be beneficial in ladies that have previously had a potentially traumatic experience, that for this, to see a familiar face more often and to be here at the end really puts them at ease and makes it an enjoyable experience.
We wanted it here, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just because it's like...
Because like, we came to consultation, check-ups and things like that, so it felt right really.
It was, the midwives were really good. They came in and helped me because I felt like I was in quite a lot of pain. She took me through to a room, examined me, and made me feel calm with my breathing and everything. And then she said I was 5 centimetres dilated, so that I could start being in the birthing pool. So we got taken through to the room, which was like lovely and calm, and the lights were all dimmed, and the temperature was just lovely. And then it started from there, and we're gassing her, and about 2 hours later then she was born. They've just been really helpful and amazing, the midwives here with us. So
anything with that, like they're always on hand if we need anything.
Yeah, it's worth it, really good. Well, obviously it's got this little one. We'll definitely come back here. The lady that delivered Phoebe was just amazing. She was lovely, she was like there throughout everything.
From the start to the end really.
Yeah, so it was nice, it was really good. I couldn't describe how calm they made me feel and supportive they were of me. Well, us, going through it all, because obviously as first time parents and it's scary, it's unknown, but they were really good, really good. Yeah.
Because of this room here we can stay overnight, so I stayed overnight, and
yeah.
I think it's a lot better for us really. I didn't want to do this anyway. So.
And I'm glad he was here, here helping me and everything. So it's nice to have, us have this first 24 hours just us two together, without anyone else wanting to help or anything.
Yeah, just to get to grips with things and
get through it all. Yeah, got support there.
You ended up with one person and you've ended up with two at the end, and I just can't. It's just amazing, overwhelming feeling, really. It's undescribable. I think that's what all midwifery is about, from the start to finish. It's having that overwhelming feeling, being with the woman, being her advocate, and that's what we're here to do.